So we're gonna make Transformers 3. The idea is let's do everything we did before, but this time let's do it louder and make more of it. Wait a minute. We already did that with Transformers 2. So this time let's make it louderer and moreer if we can. Michael Bay had his greatest success with the Transformers films, and he seems that he is not ever going to let us forget that. Ever. So, the concept of Transformers Dark of the Moon is that the space race and the Cold War, well, the space race during the Cold War, existed for one reason. It was a race to get to the moon to get at Transformer technology, which apparently we did without actually gaining any Transformer technology, which we had found in the 60s and never used or adapted for anything for some reason. Neither side, technological Cold War going on. Both sides have alien tech that they've actually discovered. Neither side uses it. I don't understand. Um, so the hero is the return of Sam Witwicky. He's the hapless everyman from the first two films, and he returns even more hapless and much more every. Um, this time he's got this super hot, super rich girlfriend who's way out of his league, and he actually has some severe anger management problems. What's actually going on is all of the stuttery bullshit that he did in the first two films is actually just made, as I said before, louderer and moreer. So we get Sam Witwickier. It's just an elevation of what has gone before. Your main villain is Megatron. Again, it's a Transformers movie, so the main villain's always going to be Megatron because he's the main villain of Transformers. Um, your mentor, are you serious? A mentor is a source of wisdom and logic and moral certainty. In this film, no, no, there's no mentor, no, because there's no logic. Um, the allies, okay, you have a bunch of dudes with a bunch of guns that the guns don't do shit against the Transformers until the end of the movie, where the guns have to do shit against the Transformers, and then they suddenly start working without actually being different guns. Um, the enemies. Okay, you have a bunch of robo thingies that basically wreck every fucking thing that they run across, human or Autobot, until the end of the movie where it's absolutely necessary that they don't wreck everything that they run across. And then all of a sudden, those guns that weren't working start working, and the shit that they were wrecking before, they can no longer wreck. That's how these movies work, apparently. Um, the upside of the movie. Well, the action is fast paced and the plot never stands still. It's exactly the kind of movie that is worth watching if you already know it sucks. Then it's actually hilarious. The downside of this movie, the CGI is horrible. The CGI is horrible, horrible. I've played better PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 games that have better graphics than this, in a video game, in-game graphics, not cutscene. The action is largely unintelligible. There's a point at which Michael Bay just decides to have as much shit moving on screen as he possibly can, possibly because he's just figured out he has the technology to do it, and therefore he just does it. He doesn't even ask if he should. Have you seen Jurassic Park? Just because you have the technology doesn't mean you should. Um, and also, this movie, there's no need to make a spoof of Transformers. This is the Transformers spoof. It actually plays like someone wrote a script that was supposed to be a Transformers spoof, and Michael Bay didn't realize that they were making fun of him and made that movie. Um, it's weird. The movie has a whole lot of comic relief moments that detract from the plot, and some of them are actually funny. I actually found myself laughing out loud at some of the stuff, but it's actually, not good as an action movie. It works more as a comedy, but it works more as an unintentional comedy. Also, there's not really a plot. It's a series of unrelated events that happen to the same characters that are only tied together by their increasing improbability. It's one of the worst plotted movies I've ever seen. Um, the score depends. If you're watching this as an unintended comedy, this is about two stars. It's relatively entertaining. It's a time waster of an unintended comedy. But if you're actually watching this as an actual action movie, intending to have a good popcorn time watching an action movie, no, this movie doesn't get not one single fucking star at all. Nothing. This is my first 0 star movie. Oh my god, this is a terrible movie. Yeah, nothing. So the question is, what is the worst movie that you have ever watched that you would actually watch again just for the purpose of laughing at it? I think my answer might be this one, but what's yours? Bad movie that's worth watching just to laugh at how bad it is.